Peace, my family, and roll back to all. Those come out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. You better fly. Let's fly. Just want to send you all like a healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling? What's up? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Okay, cleansing the lows. I came in here today to express right. How y'all feeling? I say it again. Again, it's good to ask yourself that question so you begin to understand how you really feel. Of course, being honest with yourself, making sure that you're good out here, Because again, it all starts with truth and it all starts with honesty with how you feel inwardly. Because then that's how you're going to heal yourself, by being honest, being real with yourself, being true to yourself. And again, that good radical action, that action is what's going to take you to the next level to make the changes that you know you need to make in life to make your life so much better. Man, oh man. Everything that I'm telling you, I've been through. And we must understand that we are not alone. You're not experiencing this alone. We all have to go through different stages of it depending on where we are and our state of mind, our mentality. That's why it's so important that you keep your mind right and you get your mind right at the same time. Because, again, that's what's going to help you grow. Of course, with action. Again, by making the changes, working on yourself, being patient with yourself, and taking the steps you need to take to move you to the next level. And so, it's real, family. That's why it's so much important that you continue to read, you continue to study, because again, on this journey, it's all about learning and growing, and of course, learning the right knowledge so you begin to learn more about the world that you're in and who you are. And so, again, with realizing what reality really is and beginning to clean yourself up or continuing to keep cleaning yourself up, it's an ongoing journey and process. And again, as we all are on different levels of the expansion and growing within our minds and facing reality for what it is, depending on if you took that quest or the path, right? To get back to yourself, being in alignment with the Most High. It's a choice. And of course it requires you to surrender. Because, again, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. When you begin to understand the facts behind it, the truth behind it, and begin to live your real reality. The real world, right? Begin to live in the real world, right? And it's real, family, because we live in a fake world. And again, the real world is something that people may think, oh, it's the unknown, right? It can be for those that want it to be and want to, live in that world. But for the ones that want to walk on their true path, being real with who you are, it requires you to stand in it and be real with yourself. Unapologetic. Really being true. So, again, you must understand that regardless on this path, it's going to require you to shed everything away. Shed everything that you think you need. Shed everything that you think you want. Understanding what this room really is, you know. We're supposed to be moving toward, you know, eliminating really desires of the world, right? Because it don't really give you anything, like, really. You always have to, like, pay later type of thing, right? Don't really get you anything, even if you think you're paying for something, right? Or you could be paying for something, right? It's real, family. It's real, right? But, again, it's nothing that you need to realize that you need to, you know, store treasures here on earth or something like that. You know what they say, like storing treasures here, you know. No need to do that. Where you're going to store it, right? Is it really yours, right? You know, is it really yours, right? Just saying. And why it means so much to some people when all of it's going to fade away. So what's the point, right? Again, why are you here? Again. It's not for the material is my point. But they can trick you with that, thinking that the material world and the material plane, of course, can, you know, level, you know, your success as far as, you know, where you are in life, of course. Thinking that, oh, you made it somewhere because you have all these materialistic things. And again, like I said, it's so far from the truth. When you are moving toward, you know, being true to yourself and being back in alignment with the Most High, that's true success. Because then you're fulfilling your purpose and your destiny and the reason why you're here, right? And that's, again, to get back to the Most High. That's the reason, your purpose, why you're here. How do you get back? It's about cleaning your life up. You gotta begin to clean up your life, moving the ways of the Most High. And then, again, the key word there is move in the ways. The key word there is move, right? You can't be stagnant or, you know, you got to constantly keep moving, right? And the thing is, it's not about, oh yeah, you know, don't take breaks and things that other. You need moments where you need breaks and periods of where you're taking things in and time to just, you know, relax and let it settle, right? Of course. That's all needed. It's all balanced, right? But again, it's about understanding where you are in the stages. In the beginning stage, and this is just me speaking on my experience in the journey. And in my experience, what I did was I ate it up, right? I got the right knowledge and began to study and read. And that's first what you need, right? You need to study and read, get to it, so you can begin to apply those things to your life with patience and diligence, and begin to understand that once you begin to do those things, that's when so many things begin to happen and change in your life for the better. When you begin to apply what you learn to your life. And yeah, that's how you get started with the cleansing, right? The purifying of the soul, right? Once you begin to take away those bad habits and cling on to the things that we think is oh so dear to us, examining certain things that we do that is so unhealthy for our soul and our spirits and our mind, we're realizing that we are completely destroying ourselves out here, and we're going to learn. And so ultimately it's about understanding what is around you and be mindful of what you tune into, because again, what you tune into grows and you begin to go down a different path. So you gotta be mindful if it's for, you know, the healing of you, if it's for, you know, the ill, right? You gotta start thinking on that level of where you're realizing that, is this gonna help me? Is it gonna hinder me? Or is it gonna keep me in the same state, in the same place, stuck in the same place, in that same space? Because again, we can live in dead spaces. And if you want to move toward life, you got to be feeding yourself life. And that's with the nourishment. That's with taking care of your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. And how you do that is what you consume, what you feed yourself each and every day. It's all about getting that mind right, because then your body will follow. And that's begins to how you heal yourself, right? And again, of course, you have the world around you that's going in total opposite, right? But again, you have that, going, right? But you have to remember that the focus is on you. You have to remember the focus is on you and why you're here. That is the focus. Because you can't get distracted out here, because most of the time, distractions means you're onto something, right? Keep going. Because when you see the distractions there, and it seems to come in times when you're getting spiritually fed, or things when you're trying to do the right thing and try to do your thing out here, and then the distractions come, that means you're on to something. You're on the right path. Right. So that means keep going. Keep going. Right? It's always when you want to get by yourself so you can hear better. Get by yourself so you can feed yourself, feed your soul. Because again, you get fed a lot in the outside world, but you got to learn how to feed that inner world of yours. The right nourishment, right? The right knowledge, right? You got to learn how to feed it. And when you begin to understand more about the world that you live into, I know a lot of people don't read out here. They really don't. And that's all, it was made to do exactly what we're doing out here, where people don't like to read at that point, where they like only people to do videos or different things like that. They don't really take the time to study and read for themselves, not realizing that that's the treasure, right? People don't realize when you start internally taking it in yourself with your own energy, the Most High speaking to you, you begin to learn more about the world, and realizing that history and our true story does matter regardless, because you can understand where the world is right now, or in the state that we're in this present moment, understanding what happened to us. Why are we here? A lot of people may question these things, and your questions already been answered. Some people know that, and some people don't, right? How can they be all answered, right? Because guess what? The Most High is amazing. The Most High sends help. And our master teacher, Dr. Malachi, is the help. Can you tell? If not, you need to go check it out for yourself and see for yourself. See the facts and the truth and the knowledge for yourself. And if you reject, again, it's everyone's choice too, right? And again, for the ones that continue on, keep going, because it's so much more to know. It's so much more you can learn, and you'll be learning for a lifetime and on, right? Everybody you just don't get it. You just don't get it all just in one rip. You'll keep going and going. You got work to do. You'll keep working on yourself. Keep working on yourself. And I know some people may not be ready for that. Good working. But just know that this is going to be the best thing for your soul. People don't realize this, and your spirit is going to be the best thing for you. What people don't know, and some people do. Because again, this is where that crossroad moment happens. Where, if you coming across my channel, it's time to take a look at what you've been doing in your life. Just saying, because there's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So if you're coming across my channel, it's for you to take a look at it. It's for you to check it out. Because there's something in your life that maybe you need help you're not seeing. And our master teacher, Dr. Malachi will help you to get the answers that you need. And so ultimately, that's it. Because again, I'm just here to help, right? And we can all learn from each other, right? But again, you have to learn how to move on what the Most High says. Learn from what the Most High says. Forget about what we think we know and I know this and I know that. It's all universal knowledge. There's so much more to know. We know nothing, right? Compared to the balanced universe, right? So again, why not be forever the student? Why not continue to keep learning and growing? Why not continue to learn more about who you are? Because again, that's what's going to help you when the time comes, be able to move on to the higher life within the heavens, right? That's what's going to help you get to the next level of things in life and in this life and the next, the hereafter, afterlife, people like to call it, that's going to help you get there, right? And stick to the path. Because guess what? The path is not easy, but like I said before, it becomes easier through time if you stay focused on what you're here to do and knowing more about the world around you. And that's why renewing your history is so important, because once you begin to do that, you'll begin to see things mind blown, begin to see things that you've never seen before. Doors will begin to open up for you, and your mind will begin to expand and raise your consciousness, right? Again, this is knowledge that we were supposed to know, right? But has been hidden, and that's okay though, because guess what? It's no better time than right now. It's no better time than right now, and you can uplift yourself and others at the same time. So it's no better time than now. Now, how many times will you have fallen down, and how far you have gone off the path of the Most High, how far you have gone off that path. And you may not even know that this is the path of the Most High. That's why in our culture it teaches us to check things out for yourself, right? And see for yourself. That's it. I'm not telling you to believe nothing I say. Check it out for yourself, in the words of our master teacher. And you'll begin to see. And I know a lot of people say this, but it's so important, because at least students of the master teacher, we say this a lot, right? Check it out for yourself, because that's what you need to. A lot of people don't check it out for yourself. A lot of people hear saying, hearing all different type of chatter, but not really taking the time to look it up for yourself, right? So that's why everyone has that option, has the opportunity, and it's a beautiful thing. We must understand that is love, Because when we lost out here, and when we found out here, and we lost our way, the Most High is still with us. But we have to learn to listen to the signs. We have to begin to learn how to listen to what the Most High is telling us. For sure. Because that's what's going to help you grow. All right now. So continue to grow out here. Continue to learn, continue to read, continue to study. You'll begin to see what I'm talking about as you continue to keep going through and setting time for the Most High. That's why you're here. Clean it up, and you'll begin to get your life back in order. All right now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now, family. Again, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, family, hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread the love one to another. Be the peace.